Peak.com is a one-stop shop for travelers and locals to book amazing things to do. My name's Rizwana Bashir, and I'm the CEO of Peak.com.
I'm Todd Kimmel. I recently started a new venture firm called Montage Ventures, and Peak is one of my investments.
I started Peak because I was organizing a trip to Istanbul, and I ended up spending about 20 hours going online and trying to find recommendations on all the great things that I could do when I was there. And I didn't understand why OpenTable didn't exist for the activities market, and so I set about to build it.
I look at Peak as, a online destination for everything around travel activities. If you look at the category of travel, it's been very successful for a lot of startups, and there's been a large, kind of unmet need around all the other activities that are involved, and that's essentially what I look at Peak as doing. I think the biggest issue that those entrepreneurs face is keep maintaining their original vision.
It's been surprising to see how much we've stayed on the same path. I think there's a lot of companies that end up going through many pivots, and for us, overall, the kind of mission of the company hasn't evolved that much from 2 years ago.
It's not easy to do. You got to stay true to what you want to be, and once you get to that position, you can do a lot of things and you can scale smart.
I've always found it difficult to delegate, but over time, it's, when you hire fantastic people around you that frankly are probably better at doing this job than you ever could be. It's something that I feel so passionately about.
Right.
It can be hard to give things up. I think I do tend to have this tendency to want everything to be perfect.
Yeah.
And so sometimes there's certain elements where I have to kind of give that up, and I found it challenging.
A good sign of a great entrepreneur is that they do feel like they can add that extra hour in the day. But sooner or later you're going to run out of hours, right? And so if you try to do it all and control everything all and micromanage everybody, you will end up, falling flat.
That's made a big difference. We have a fantastic director of sales who was at OpenTable and has done a lot of this before. And so it's, I'm not as involved in that process. I'm beginning to kind of give up some responsibilities. I think, unfortunately, every day you're taking risks. A lot of the things that we were doing in the early days was trying to get as much information as we could about how something would turn out before we went deep into making a decision on it.
The number one rule for scaling smart, there's always a tendency for entrepreneurs to want to move, fast and go, go, go. And I think, that's a good trait to have, but adding the right capabilities within the team and then targeting where you want to be within a 30, 60, 90, even 120-day period. That's how entrepreneurs need to build their business.
So we kind of build a framework for ourselves around how we make decisions around new opportunities that come to us. Just because we found ourselves ad hoc making decisions and actually building some kind of criteria about how we considered each of them kind of gave us a bit more intellectual honesty around it. And it actually also made it just way easier. Having a huge passion for what you're doing each day makes everything that you do so much more fun. There's often times when I'm in the office here till 3 a.m. and I just haven't noticed. And I could probably stay till 6, but I should probably go home and get some sleep.
She's able to portray and lay out a vision, and then the question is, can she execute against that vision? And I think she can.